Maybe we can move on to the next group, to Group 8, please. Is Team 8 with us?
Yes.
Hello. Hi, how are you?
Good.
Good, okay, nice to see you. You all look like you're sitting in factories.
Yeah, so hi everyone, we are Group 8 and welcome to the 4P's restaurant. Pizza 4P is famously known for being one of the most luxurious and popular brands in the food and beverage industry in Vietnam and popular to Hanoi citizens. In the recent COVID lockdown, 4P has launched a new product line, the 4P's frozen pizza, in order to adapt with the situation as two of the biggest cities in the country had already halted indoor restaurant service. Which was one of the best part of 4P customer experience. So they came up with frozen pizza. Now we move to the category. This product is not new to the market. In fact, there are plenty of options for customer to pick, but it is completely new to 4P's menu. 4P is famous for having a great restaurant atmosphere and appetizing handcraft pizza that just came out of the oven. This product is in the growth stage and soon to enter the maturity stage. This might push the competitors to copy and introduce the same product line with better quality. Other big brands haven't had any a line of frozen pizza. They sell a takeaway product unlike 4P's. Here we have the unique selling point. Since the beginning, 4P's taste has stood out from other pizza brand and was famously known to the consumer. And with its unique taste coming from the processing chains of homemade cheese and farm-to-table ingredient, this factor had always been 4P's positioning in the consumer mind. Even to this new frozen pizza, this came with high expectation from the consumer. Hey, you haven't turned on your mic.
I will talk about the product development. 4P have to put some work into recreating their unique taste in the new product, and by adding all the ingredients needed, some customers seem to be quite satisfied. They have a nice design box with full instruction information and a vacuum sealer having a foil to heat up the pizza. There are many complaints about the net weight on the packet, and 4P did listen to their consumer and apologize, but have not improved the quality of the product. Maybe they had produced a huge amount and might announce new product in the future.
About the placement, this product can be bought at many official partner online store in supermarket in Hanoi, Da Nang, and Ho Chi Minh City. Full lot of other retailer on the internet as well, and its price is from 110,000 to 150,000 dong. So far, the product has sold out on multiple platforms, and it has been a huge success for the journey. But no one wants the lockdown to continue, and 4P is looking forward to having customer product is gonna be available or not. We will have to wait to find out. And thank you for listening.
Well, that's perfect timing, guys. Well done. 3 minutes exactly. So well done with your timing. Thank you for your presentation. That's an interesting one. Who is 4Ps? Is that the name of the company?
Yes, it's the name of the pizza brand.
I see. So where is this company from? From Vietnam?
Yes, it is built in Vietnam by a Japanese couple.
Oh, I see. So it's a famous brand that you're already familiar with, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So I'm not familiar with the brand. That's why I'm asking you. So I think you've chosen an interesting one in a way, and you know, I'll be interested. Today we're going to be talking about idea generation and how companies come up with ideas and make it, you know, how they initiate those ideas. So, and you already mentioned in your presentation that this is really a very well-established market, isn't it? There are hundreds of different options for buying ready-made pizzas, pizza bases, etc., etc. So can you just remind me, what do you think when 4Ps were thinking about this product? What do you think the main idea was? What was the big idea? Is this purely because you think there's more people looking for take-home convenience foods because of COVID?
So the product they came up with, because in the lockdown, the 4Ps cannot sell any pizza, so they came up with some product not delivered. They have the fresh ingredients, so they want the consumer to feel the hot pizza that just came out of the oven. By that, they use frozen pizza so that people will have to cook it themselves, and the pizza would still be hot by the time they get to eat, and they can cook it anytime they want.
Right. Okay. So sorry. Okay, that makes sense to me. So normally 4Ps is a pizza restaurant, and it's not a brand that's sold in the supermarket normally. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I missed that from the early part. I think you mentioned that in the beginning of the presentation. So that makes sense, doesn't it? That makes a lot of sense. So they're really trying to change their product lines because of the lockdowns and so forth. So that makes a lot of sense. Do you think this has been successful?
Yes. In the conclusion, we said it was successful because it had sold out multiple times.
Really?
Yeah, but there is good feedback and bad.
Right. Okay.
So,
That's in. And if you guys were the marketing team for 4Ps, let's say in 6 months or 12 months time, when all the problems with COVID and lockdowns is finished, what would you do with this? What would you do with it? Do you think you would pack in and just go back to restaurants, or you keep it? What would you do?
so we think it's quite depends on the sales. If it's not good, because we are famous for 4P is famous for selling pizza at the restaurant. But when the lockdown is gone, people will go to restaurant and eat 4Ps. People they would prefer that rather than having frozen pizza. So I think the revenue is not going to be high anymore, and the profit sometimes it's going to go to the decline stage, and that's when 4P should maybe get rid of these product lines, because they want to came back to the stage to the fact that they sell good pizza at the restaurant. So I think they would no longer sell this product.
Yeah, that's possible, isn't it? It's difficult to forecast, isn't it? What would happen with a product like this? Because have you heard the term cannibalization? Do you know what cannibalization means? Okay, so we'll talk about this later on during the course. But you know, when companies introduce new products, they sometimes have to think about, if we introduce this new product, what will happen to our current products, right? So if we sell one of the new products, does it mean we sell one less of our existing products? And we refer to that sometimes as product cannibalization. So a cannibal is the word we use to describe a person who eats another person, right? So it's people eating each other. But we kind of use this term as well to describe new products eating our existing products. Okay, so in a sense, I think you're right. This would be an interesting question for the marketing team, for the product life cycle, for this, to say that if we continue with this product, will it eat away our existing brand and our existing product? So I think that's a bit of a challenge, isn't it? But we'll talk more about product cannibalization later on in the course. But it's a really nice example. Again, guys, their presentations are starting to get really good now. I think we're getting used to the on the balconies. Did it take you a long time to do this?
We have put many thoughts in this presentation, and doing it's not that difficult, but we have to give a lot of thought.
Yeah, sure. No, look, I can see that you've put a lot of thought into it too. So thank you. You know, this is a great example. I think it gives us, it demonstrates a very different set of questions that we need to ask, doesn't it? And I think it's a great illustration of how a company needs to generate a new idea because of a change in circumstance. So I think what you've done there is give us a really nice example of a new product that probably would not have happened. It may not have happened if we didn't have COVID. You know, 4Ps probably wouldn't have done this, right? So it's a great example of how a company, needs to react to a change in circumstance and to adapt their brand and build a new product line or adapt an existing product line based on circumstance. So very good example, guys. Thank you so much for sharing. It's fantastic. Well done. Big clap. Okay, so let's move on. We're moving through a little bit more quickly with On the Balconies today, which is great. So can we move on to our final group today? I think we have today we have group 9. Is that right? Team 9. Yeah.